Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Pikmin 2 Let's Play. On the previous episode, we found out what the main purpose of our goal in the game was, and we went to the Valley of Repose and got our first treasure. Now, this is our little map screen we have here. In Pikmin 2, there are 4 levels in which you can go to. 3 of them you get, and then 1 of them you unlock later on. Except you have to unlock each of them to begin with. Now, you also have access to the Piklopedia and the treasures. Piklopedia shows every single thing you find in the game. Tells you the treasure value, Pikmin you've lost to it, and the number you've defeated. And then we have the treasure. Oh, wrong button. And we have the treasure here. You can also get a little description here from Olimar. But we're going to deal with that another time. What we are going to do is hop straight back into the Valley of Repose. And from this day onwards, you can start losing Pikmin. You earn immunity on the first day, but this day onwards, you can start losing them. However, another reason why I forgot to mention in the first episode on why I like Pikmin 2 more than Pikmin 1. The Pikmin AI is slightly better. It's still not very good, but it's better than what it was before. And Pikmin don't randomly fall through the floor when you're making a bridge. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. So yeah, we know how to do this. We've played Pikmin 1 before. Right, so what we need to do today is build up our Pikmin numbers. Louis, you're coming with me. Right here we have these big pellet posies here that are worth a whopping 5 Pikmin. I thought I lost a Pikmin then. I was so confused because it sounded like it made the Pikmin decreasing sound. It's like, ain't no way a Pikmin glitched through the floor. You can still get glitches in this game. I had a time where I had a Pikmin get squashed by a treasure, and then it just fell through the floor and died, so that was fun. This game is nowhere near as polished. Oh yeah, this game's also evil, and you'll find out later. This game is really, really evil. It at least gives you a chance at the start. Right, look at all these Pikmin we have to go pluck. That's not quite grown yet. That will be another pellet posy, but it needs time to grow. And yes, once again we have the day cycle at the top. When it hits the end of the day, that means it's a day over. Forgot about the fast throw trick. Oh, 2 of you fell off. No, stop falling off. Hey, stop falling off. Cool, that's the first obstacle out the way. Here we have a dwarf Bulbear, or Bulborb, which we've seen many times. Hey, it dropped a pellet for us, how kind. And yes, I'm using the C stick to move like this. It's pretty handy. You can dismiss by pressing X, which the game's already told us yesterday. This will be useful to divide Pikmin up into colours. Ah, here we go. Ooh, it's a 5. Don't mind if I do. Cool, we're up to 42 Pikmin, and we're going to get 47, I reckon. Or 48, actually. Because we used the same colour. Oh no, never mind. It's only with the 1 pellets that you get an extra Pikmin. Right, 47 Pikmin. That seems like a good enough number, but we need more. We need all the Pikmin we can get, otherwise we can't get anything done later. Right, anyways. Oh, look. It's our good old friend, the, well, dwarf or spotty bulborb. Right, so in Pikmin 1, you needed to throw them on his back or just go straight up and rush him. In this game, you do both. You want to go as close as you can and then just keep mashing the button. And we lost 1 Pikmin, but oh well. Got a bit unlucky with that because usually he tries to shake them off, but it's fine. He also dropped a 5 pellet for us, so that's kind. Don't expect me to do this game flawlessly without losing any Pikmin. As you've just seen there, I lost 1. But it doesn't matter, it was only 1. I thought I was going to lose a lot more than just 1, to be fair. My practice file has gone horribly wrong, by the way. I've lost like 20, and I've only done the first 3 days, so I'm not doing too good. No, I didn't lose that many, actually. I know I lost 3 in the same part. Then I lost another 3 because they got flung off a ledge. And then I had a bit of a disaster while fighting a tougher enemy, which will probably happen on here as well. Question is, will I have more Pikmin than I had on my other one? No, okay, so it looks like you always get that pellet then. I had 64 last time. I lost my first Pikmin on day 2 as well in the practice, but it's fine. You gotta keep your numbers topped up, of course. Cool, so we have some treasure here, which one man's trash is another man's treasure. And those of you who have very good ears will have heard that the music changes whenever you're in a battle or whenever you picked up a treasure. And then we have a gate, which we've seen many of those before. Once again, the top number is the number of Pikmin that you need to carry it. The bottom number is how many Pikmin you have on it. Absolute important thing when it comes to any Pikmin game, make sure you have a clear path back to your ship. Otherwise your Pikmin will go AWOL, and then they will get scranned by every single enemy under the sun, or they might get squashed, whatever enemies like to do to them. Right, we've used half the day up. Not too worried, because similar to day 1, this day you only have... As soon as you complete a certain thing, you're forced to end the day. Despite this being the first level in the game, this one's actually one of the harder levels. They've just lined up. Utter scrap, and it's not a brand because it's being crushed. Not sure how that thing is worth 170 Pokos, yet the Duracell battery, which probably still works, is worth 280. Surely the Duracell battery would be worth a few thousand. Unless it's dead, of course. Wow, that was very perfect timing. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is ferocious. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on pop-up Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them into a group with B. Press X to disband the group, use C to issue orders and objectives to the group. C is useful for swarming Pikmin around treasures and enemies or making them march in a line. Well then, and here we have the main mechanic of Pikmin 2. Caves! Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Right, so Pikmin 2 is home to many caves. When you enter a cave, you cannot leave until you find a specific thing, unless you forcibly give up. When you go to every cave, there are certain things it will tell you. It will tell you the name of the cave. There will be the hazard icons just below the name of the cave. This is a tutorial cave, so there are no hazards. And it will tell you the number of Pikmin entering. Any Pikmin you take into the cave cannot be changed midway through. So you can't have a disaster on, for example, and then decide, I'll just get more Pikmin out the onion. You cannot contact the onion when you're in a cave, is what I mean. There are ways to gain Pikmin, and for Pikmin to change their type, which you will see very soon. But believe me, you've got to be careful when going into these caves, and this is what makes Pikmin 2 the hardest game in the series. There are 16 of these caves in total, 4 in every single level. They start off very easy, but after you've done your 4th one, or you should have done your 4th one, the difficulty increases exponentially. They get way harder after that. But that's for another day. For now, let's go into Emergence Cave. Every time you get to a floor, it will automatically save. You'll see wrote to memory card 1 on my, or memory card A, and it's going to do that every time. So, you always spawn with your Pikmin. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analyzing suggests subterranean... I can't pronounce that word. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start/pause to communicate with me. I think it was just subterranean, by the way, but again, I'm not familiar with the pronunciation of words. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. Right, anyway, so loads of treasures in here, as well as enemies. You got to be extra careful in here, because any Pikmin you lose, you can't replace. And yes, you can take the enemy corpses back, but they won't go to the onion because, well, there's no onion in here. This is just a little basic tutorial floor so that you don't have a complete disaster. This is where I lost my first Pikmin on my practice. I lost 2 here to the enemies because I swarmed them instead of throwing them on them. Zerk, zerk, zerk. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Now when it comes to taking enemies back, I basically just do it when I feel like it. Little by little does add up. These things are worth 2 per each one. So there was 4 of them, so that's 8 Pokos I get just from those. Citrus Lump. Always take the bosses back, by the way. Some of the bosses are worth more than a treasure. And you can see, yeah, I've already made 8 Pokos. If I get that every single floor I'm in a cave, and say there's like 10 floors, that's 80 Pokos I've made. And here we have more product placement. We've got 7-Up, and I'm not a fan of fizzy drinks, but Quenching Emblem. And we also got the Citrus Lump, which was an orange. Now that noise you just heard means that there's no more treasures on this floor, which means, well, we go over here, and this is how you get to the next floor. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with L and R and Z, correct? Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Then approach the hole and press A to enter it. Yep, you'll get the choice to delve deeper with your Pikmin. We're just going to go straight in. It saves every time you go onto a new floor. And you can see how resetting is fairly common in this game, because if you have a massive Pikmin disaster and say that you lose like 50 Pikmin from one enemy, you're obviously going to want to reset, and I don't blame you. Resetting is common in this game. And wow, it's the final floor already, which is very convenient. Oh no, this is where I lost my first Pikmin, because I swarmed these two. You want to just throw them on the dwarf ones rather than swarm them, because it just bit. I managed to eat 2 Pikmin. I was like, oopsies. So if I get no deaths in this cave, that means I will have done better than my practice file. Oh look, it's half of the world. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Huh, what's it going to be, 101? Yep, sure enough, 101. So, we can't bring 100 red Pikmin in here, because it won't be enough. Now, if only there was something that would allow us to get stronger Pikmin, which would allow us to take... Oh, no. Nope, you're not scranning any Pikmin today. That was actually somewhat close. You get too close to them and they just come after you. But again, if you just throw them on, you won't have to worry about it. Because they're just going to, try and shake all the Pikmin off. Ah, flowers. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snow landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look like they yearn for the mines I mean to be tossed into the flower. Well, we've seen these before in Pikmin 1, but we haven't seen any purple ones before. Might as well use all of them. Is that a purple Pikmin? Meet purple Pikmin, the most broken Pikmin in this game. Purple Pikmin are extremely powerful and insanely good at battling. They are really slow, so if they're not flowered, they will lag behind your party. But these things, oh my gosh, these things are really overpowered. I forgot to read what the ship said. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Let's try not to burp on recording. I nearly did by accident then, which is why I paused in my explaining. Right, so, yeah, look how slow they are. They are struggling to even keep up with the reds. Isn't that convenient, though, that we got these really strong Pokemon? No, Pikmin. These aren't Pokemon. And they count as 10 when lifting up a treasure. So yeah, purple Pikmin are very useful. But the only downside is you can only get them in caves. You cannot make more of them on the surface because they don't have an onion. Right. I don't know why I'm just waiting for them to carry it over. I need to run over here anyways. Your Pikmin will automatically join you on the next floor in a cave. Oh, looks like you all made it back. Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere, retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the sphere chart. Press start/pause to contact me and access the exploration kit on the radar screen with L. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. So yeah, some treasures in this game will therefore give you upgrades. This one here allows us to go to a new area, which we will be doing tomorrow. Outstanding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. That's how you leave these. There's always one of these on the bottom. But in harder caves, you will get these earlier on as well. You get a summary of everything that you have done in here. So we had no Pikmin deaths. Doing better than my practice file now. And that's 3 out of 3. That means you've got every single treasure, which means that this cave is done. So we're going to save. Hope that my recording is still working. Which, yes it is. Cool. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realise it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Instead of 30 days, imagine only needing 30 days. What a skill issue. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Right, so the purple Pikmin will go inside the rocket ship. And away we go. Right, day 2, that went pretty well. Lost the first Pikmin today, but it's inevitable with this game that you'll lose Pikmin, and I guarantee you I'm going to lose way more than just one. So we lost one in battle, so could be worse. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well, and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hokatate. Why is this name so weird? Savings and loan. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So ha! Right. We're going to save. And before I end the episode, we'll just show you what the map does. There we go. We now have access to the Awakening Wood. But that will be it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. And next time, we're going to enter the Awakening Wood. Hope you all have a fantastic day. And I'll see you guys next time.